about First LEGO League is the teamwork.
Probably being with my friends.
And we get to make it real. That's my favorite part, that we get to play with Legos and build it real.
First LEGO League is one of 3 engaging FIRST programs. Participants gain real-world problem-solving experiences through a guided global robotics program, helping today's students and teachers build a better future together.
First LEGO League introduces STEM to children ages 4 to 16 to inspire young people to experiment and grow their critical thinking, coding, and design skills through hands-on STEM learning and robotics.
First LEGO League is fun. Students can't wait for this part of the day. They're teaching inclusion, teamwork, how to be creative and think outside the box.
Children can join at any division based on their age or grade level. First LEGO League Discover is a playful introductory STEM program that ignites students' natural curiosity and builds their habits of learning with hands-on activities in the classroom and at home using Lego Duplo bricks.
I built a supermarket.
I built a fire station, and I even put a kitchen so the firefighters don't get hungry.
We built all kinds of stuff that we could help our community.
In First LEGO League Explore, students focus on the fundamentals of engineering.
Students explore a real-world scientific concept, build a model, and code it to make it move using LEGO education technology.
They are able to do a lot of learning through play. All of a sudden, the students will have those aha moments.
So I was like, oh, I know how they build the robots now. When it works, I'm very happy because we worked really hard.
It goes into the plants and it soaks down into the ground and it goes through these.
We get to share ideas and build off of other people's ideas.
It's just like really cool and like so cute to see them being all excited and happy. I feel like when you're young and you find that, it like follows you along as you grow, and so that keeps you motivated to do things.
Friendly competition is at the heart of First LEGO League Challenge, as teams of students ages 9 to 16 engage in research, problem solving, coding, and engineering.
Our students are creating something new every single year, and they're learning about all of these things that you would never see in a traditional classroom or curriculum.
First LEGO League Challenge has 3 components: the core values, the robot game, and the innovation project, where you're able to solve a real-world problem.
First LEGO League is about more than robots. It's about solving problems that are bigger than they've ever imagined, thinking outside the box, and being excited to be part of a team.
I am first.
Yo soy first.
First is my family.
First is the best thing you could be.
First is discovery, innovation, impact,
Inclusion.
teamwork, fun.
Hello everyone, and this is session 1. We're going to start a brand new year with a brand new FLL season, which is of course fun. So we're going to get to know each other, and of course if you're an advanced team, you might already know, but you have some new students. So you're going to get to know and understand what FLL is if you are a new team, but if you are a previous team, well, welcome back, and let's just try to make it even shinier than before. So, how about we get to the PowerPoint? Okay, so we're on session 1. Let me check. We're on session 1. So students will get to know one another, build the mission models, and review the Project Spark. For those who are looking down below, please don't, because for some reason, and I'm sorry to kick the ones who are doing this, but for some reason we have a sad glitch to where you'll see the down below, which is basically 2 years previously. So I don't know what's going on. I tried multiple times to get rid of it. It's not going to get rid of, so we might as well just pretend it's not here. So let's just pretend that this is a visible cow and it's not here. And if you do see it, well, just don't tell me when we actually talk person to person. Anyways, we can explore the Unearthed season theme and get to know each other on your team. And you can work with your team to build the mission models and make connections to the challenge, story, and the project sparks. That's what we're going to do today. So let's see. So, anyways, the introduction, get to know your team. Select your team name, or since you actually are inheriting this, I believe. If not, then I don't know. You have to get to know what is your team name. So you have a team name that you can make. And you can change your team name, or you can just inherit the team name that you have. I'm pretty sure you're just going to inherit the team name you have. So get to know your team name and get to enjoy and love it. Also, make sure you get to know each other. Go on, let's take time right now to actually get to know who are you the teammate with. And we'll get back to this when you click continue. Okay, so the new thing of today, new thing of this year is that they want you to learn vocabulary. Yes, so we have key vocabulary terms for this year. And if you give these to the judges and mention them to the judges, all right. But I'm pretty sure these are just ones for you. I don't think really the judges will understand, but the first one might be important. But either way, let's read it together. Mission model. The Lego models placed on the field designed to represent a real world concept or challenge. And we have the Project Spark. Provides guidance on selections of project problem. Hold on. I thought I got it good. I thought I did good. I thought I did good. Hold on. All right, let's read this new one with us together. Provides guidance on a problem selected for the project. That's better. Innovation project. Identify a problem and develop a solution to solve it. All right, so your tasks for today. One of your tasks of today is to build the robot game mission models and then place the mission models on the challenge mat. Pretty sure that the coaches, I will maybe leave something in the end for the coaches to know how to actually put them down. But, and of course, you know the door locks and make sure the door locks are safe. And make sure you don't open the bags. Yes, please don't open the bags right now. We have something for you. Your coaches know where to look for them. It's, of course, firstlegoleague.org/sessions. Scroll all the way down. There is the mission builds. Then you can understand which bag goes to what. And make sure the extra bags, you just keep them separate and distribute the pieces when necessary. And of course, I guess we should actually show you the times. So here are the times right now for the mission builds. The good news is that you don't have too bad. Just make sure you not stay away, but make sure the expert builders are the ones who are doing the one that is for 43 minutes. And the other one that is in second place was is 25 minutes. Make sure your expert builders are building this, or it's going to take a week or two to finish these builds. So please do not try this if you are a beginner. Allow someone who has been building for at least 2 to 3 years, maybe 1 year to try. But I'm pretty sure maybe 2 to 3 years, or even your coach will have to do it, which let's just don't tell anyone that you will lose, okay? I mean, there is like no real law between the coaches can't build any, but I would just say that considering this is 43 minutes and the other one is 25 minutes, you kind of would act, and that's just me. That's just me. So if for me, I'm building it as 43 minutes and 25 minutes, think about the non-experienced ones building it. So just keep a thought, judges. Keep a thought, coaches. Just make sure you have that thought and notice which ones you should be like, who knows how to build 2 to 3 years and been building for so long? Other than that, I think you should be fine for the rest of them. And they actually go bit by bit, which of course the students don't know, but you know, coaches, you know, who actually watch Train the Trainer, of course. Yes, there's a secret video that the students don't know about. Oh my gosh, I just. But either way, you know that the builds are separated by bags now. So basically, they'll be like, open bag 1, pour out bag 1, build everything in bag 1. All right, you're done building with bag 1. Now open bag 2, pour out bag 2, build with bag 2. So that's what they do these days. Just do what you can do to actually make it easy for yourselves, students. So if you actually need to take it one bag at a time, take it one bag at a time. If you can do it with all the bags poured out and you can find the pieces, go ahead and do it. Just make sure you do it at your decent pace and you don't take a week or 2 to build one mission. Sadly, I had to deal with that last year. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I guess what we should actually do right now is show you what are you building. Let's give you the good sneak preview or an idea of what this robot game of this year looks like. Take it away, video.
This is the UnEarthed competition field. There are 15 missions, which can be done in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions. Just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute match. Only the score from your best match will be counted. Your robot must start completely inside one of the launch areas, and you should program it to return to either home area. You can handle and modify your robot between runs while it is completely inside either home area. Make sure to read the Robot Game Rulebook to understand how points are scored for each mission and to understand the rules that apply before, during, and after a match. Teams should demonstrate core values at the robot game and will receive a gracious professionalism score at each official match. Teams will start every match with an accomplished score, but developing and exceed scores are also possible depending on the core values a team demonstrates. Equipment inspection. Before the match begins, you will need to pass the pre-match inspection and set all your equipment in place. Your robot and all your equipment must fit in both launch areas and under a height limit of 12 inches. If all your equipment can fit in just one launch area and under this height limit, your team will score points. Mission 1. Surface brushing. You'll need special tools to clean and uncover buried artifacts without damaging them. Brush away sediment to uncover a piece of this civilization's past. If soil deposits are completely cleared, touching the mat. If the archaeologist's brush is not touching the dig site. Mission 2. Map reveal. Archaeologists work to unearth important clues about how a civilization lived. Shift and remove topsoil to reveal sections of a hidden map. If topsoil sections are completely cleared, Mission 3. Mineshaft Explorer. Ayana the archaeologist is on a mission to discover every secret of the dig site and share what she finds with her team. If your team's minecart is on the opposing team's field, bonus. And if the opposing team's minecart is on your team's field. Mission 4. Careful recovery. When parts of a site are too dangerous for humans, technology can be used to safely recover artifacts. If the precious artifact is not touching the mine, if both mine support structures are standing. Mission 5. Who lived here? Rebuild the structure to restore a vital part of the village where people once lived. If the structure floor is completely upright, Mission 6, Forge. Ayana's team believes this forge was used to smelt ore and craft tools. Release the ore blocks and search carefully. One block holds a mysterious artifact waiting to be discovered. If ore blocks are not touching the forge, Mission 7, Heavy Lifting. This millstone enabled people to process grain and gives insight into their daily lives. Due to its size, moving this artifact could prove to be a challenge. If the millstone is not touching its base, Mission 8, Silo. Empty the silo of the preserved food so it can be analyzed at the lab. If preserved pieces are outside the silo, Mission 9, What's on Sale? Restore the market stall and reveal items that were once traded between the village and its visitors. If the roof is completely raised, if the market wares are raised. Mission 10, Tip the Scales. This ancient tool ensured that each item received a fair and balanced price. If the scale is tipped and touching the mat, if the scale pan is completely removed. Mission 11, Angler Artifacts. Your team has discovered some interesting artifacts at the port. Use the crane to excavate the site. If artifacts are raised above the dig site, bonus. And if the crane flag is at least partly lowered. Mission 12, Salvage Operation. An ancient ship discovered at the beach is at risk of further decay. Excavate the vessel without damaging its delicate structure. If the sand is completely cleared, if the ship is completely raised. Mission 13, Statue Rebuild. Reconstruct the statue to help piece together its historic significance. If the statue is completely raised. Mission 14, Forum. Deliver artifacts to the forum. Consider what the artifacts tell you and what mysteries remain. If an artifact is touching the mat and is at least partly in the forum. Mission 15, Site Marking. There's so much yet to be discovered at this dig site. Place flags to mark locations for further study. If sites have a flag at least partly inside and touching the mat, Precision tokens. If you interrupt your robot outside home, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field will result in extra points. The less you interrupt your robot outside home, the more points you will keep. Remember to read the robot game rulebook and to check for challenge updates during the season. Good luck with the UnEarthed robot game.
All right, and we're back, and now we're exploring how the models work, which you sure did, but connect them to the project Spark, which is, of course, on page 6. I wish I could have actually have done it bit by bit, which this is where we have to actually have a conversation with the coaches, which hopefully you have many students. And the many students mean you can actually build as many missions as many students as you have. Of course, do you want to do it together? Like, partners? Not unless you're doing the two that actually are a lot of time. That might actually need to have two students together working if it's not a expert student. So either way, yes, I tried trying to pair them. I tried to make it so that you could do 4 every single session, but I think I'm just going to allow the coaches to choose what you want to do because it's no clear-cut way to how to do this. Yes, I could have just did 1 through 4, 4 through 8, 6 through 12. That's it. Or basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 12. But the choice is yours, coaches. Choose the way that you want to build it. I am not going to tell you how to build it. But again, for me, I'm just going to do what they said, which is build all of them at once. No, it doesn't have to take a whole entire day. Of course it could, but you don't have to go fast. You can just relax, allow them to build in their own pace, but just don't take 2 weeks. Please don't. I have a horror stories about how it took 2 to 3 weeks to get them done. And then they had to redo it because someone else was like, "Oh, I didn't want to, I don't know." I was like, "Oh my goodness." So please know what you're doing. Make sure where you stop, you write down where you stop, what step, so you can keep going to the point where at least within 1 week or 2 weeks, you're able to actually start doing some missions or figuring out how to do missions and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, should I? Maybe I should. So how about I do this? And I'll just insert that right now. Okay, as you can see, we have Project Sparks. And let's see. Today's date of them doing it is August 5th. Yeah, ways away. A team of archaeologists has been documenting their discoveries at a new dig site. Their field notes contains information that is useful for understanding the people who lived here a long time ago, a real long time ago. So of course you can stop and read it for yourselves. Of course I could read it with you, but however, how about I let you have this moment to bond with your coach? So take it away, coach. Okay, so I just take a good look at what was the Project Sparks. So now here we are with page 10 of your engineering notebook and write notes about the mission models. And don't forget to answer the reflection questions. We're back. And already, like I said again, page 6, which we already looked at it. So here is your reflection questions. What ideas does your team have after reading about Point two, what does your team have after reading about the innovation project? I think that's proper grammar. I think. Number two, how does the mission models relate to the challenge story or project spark? And number three, which mission model looks interesting to you? All right, we're at the last moment, which is share. How how does the mission models connect with the unearthed theme? This is really getting sad, isn't it? It kind of might be getting sad. So, what is your answer, students? What is your answer to the question that they have given you? How you actually answer that? I guess it's time's up, and we're going to have to clean up everything. And don't mention that giraffe right there. That should be invisible. But yes, it's time to actually at least organize your stuff. So wherever you stopped when it comes to building, which maybe you built some, maybe you don't, You don't have to take one day to build it. Given your coaches know it took me 3 hours to build it, but many hands make light work, they say. So it was just one person, which is me, but there's at least 10 of you. At the most, there's 10 of you. 10 of you doing so many missions at the same time should equal to, it takes maybe 45 minutes. It might even take you a full day. If it takes you 2 days or 1 week, that's perfectly fine. Just please don't take 2 weeks to 4 weeks. It was sad. They made me sad. Made me sad. So please, you do it post haste. But however, if it takes you 1 week, that's good. That's fine. Take 1 week. Take 1 week. Take 2 sessions, 3 sessions to build it. It's fine. So take it at your own pace, and I will see you all in the next session. I don't really depend on you to just be like, yes, we built it all, we did it. It's like you can relax whenever your next session is, and you don't have them all built. It's okay. It is okay. But if you do have them built, perfect. We can actually continue on because I actually have it focused on you finishing it within 1 day. But because that one session doesn't actually equal 1 day. One session should actually be maybe 1 week. Yes, usually one session is 1 week. So you have 1 week to build it. Good luck. And I will see you in the next session.
Unroll and place the mat on a flat and even surface that is clear of debris. Slide the mat against the bottom border wall and align it centrally. When table size and mat placement are correct, the areas to the left, right, and top of the mat should match those shown. Teams can practice without an official table or border walls, but competitions will be held on an official table in a tournament setup. Please practice with this in mind, and remember to mark out the space needed for home on each side of the mat when practicing without a table. Official table building instructions and guidance on how to use the mat on the floor can be found on the Season Resources page. In competitions, remember that volunteers work hard to get the fields just right. But you should expect and design for rare imperfections, such as bumps under the mat or changes in light. You will find sheets of dual lock squares in the challenge set to secure the mission models in place. Dual lock is a critical part of the field setup process. The squares on the mat with the X inside show where to apply the dual lock. Next, we will demonstrate how to apply the dual lock. When pressing down on a model, be sure to press on its base and avoid pressing from higher up. To remove the model from the mat, lift it from its base to separate the dual lock. Now, we will show you how to place and position each model in the field setup position. This should be checked at the start of each match. Locate the model, as well as all relevant loose parts. Align the base of the model to the mat wireframe and engage the dual lock. Before each match, teams and referees should make sure the model is in its correct setup position and that the dual lock is pressed down. Mission 3 spans both fields. The larger part of the mission model should align to the mat wireframe. In tournament setup, the smaller part should be placed where it lands on the opposing field within the range marked on the mat. When practicing, you can separate the model and rest the minecart as shown. Your field is now set up, and you are ready to play the first LEGO League robot game. Remember to read the robot game rulebook and to check for any updates during the season. A video that describes mission scoring requirements can be found on the Season Resources page. Good luck, teams!